But the thing about the Fever opening up a new practice facility that stands out to me is it's yet again another message about how serious the organization is taking itself after the boom they got from drafting Caitlin Clark and her rookie WNBA season. The Fever are the most popular team in the league by a mile. It cannot be argued. Caitlin Clark is the most popular player in the league by a mile. It cannot be argued. They made it to the playoffs, and they decided, you know what, that wasn't good enough. We are flipping the entire...
The Indiana Fever just made a huge announcement, and it could change everything. They're not just planning a return, they're building for long-term success.
As the CEO of Pacer Sports Entertainment, I couldn't be more excited for both our men's and our women's teams to have their own standalone practice facilities. I think it's expanding our campus in a great way. It's providing them everything they need to have the best performance that they can on the court. And I think it's absolutely the right time to do it.
The Indiana Fever, a team with a rich history, is going all in to reclaim their spot at the top of the WNBA. But with tough competition for stars like Caitlin Clark, how will they stand out? Their answer, a $78 million, cutting-edge training facility designed to set a new standard for professional athletes.
Mics.
I have like 3 mics on me.
This isn't just a building, it's a game-changing 1,800 square foot investment in the future. The Fever's new headquarters is all about taking player performance to the next level. We're talking state-of-the-art weights, top-notch workout areas, luxury amenities, infrared saunas, and even a nail salon. Because true peak performance starts with total wellness.
Goals for this new training center is really to provide a first-in-class training center that is designed exclusively for women athletes. And I think that's important to note because it's not just a gym, it's a holistic approach to how women athletes train.
This isn't just about physical training, it's about supporting players mentally, emotionally, and personally. The facility will include spaces for podcasting, giving players a platform to share their voices, connect with fans, and grow their brands beyond the court. It's more than a gym, it's a hub for personal development. Now, let's talk about Caitlin Clark, the sharpshooting star everyone's watching. She's not just a player, she's a phenomenon. And what could be more appealing for Caitlin than joining a franchise that's investing in her future, both on and off the court? This facility isn't just a perk, it's a promise. The Fever is serious. Here's the twist. This state-of-the-art facility is set to open in 2027, right when Caitlin Clark will be hitting her prime. Coincidence? Probably not. It's clear the Fever are playing the long game, sending a message to the league that Indiana is gearing up to dominate. Speaking of dominance, Indiana just made a major move by signing Kelsey Mitchell to a 1-year Supermax contract worth $250,000. To put that into perspective, Kelsey is only the 5th player in WNBA history to earn this honor. The message from the Fever is loud and clear: Kelsey, you're essential to us. By signing her, the Fever have secured their star scorer for another year while also giving themselves flexibility. If Mitchell ever decides to leave, let's be honest, it's unlikely Kelsey Mitchell will want to leave. Why? Because the Fever are building something special, and she knows it. This Supermax deal isn't just about the money, it's a statement of trust, loyalty, and the organization's commitment to its stars. Indiana isn't just putting together a roster, they're creating a legacy.
Especially if it's going to be to primary defender is important.
Mitchell, a 3, good, the foul, a chance for 4.
And Kelsey Mitchell led.
This strategy isn't just about securing star players, it's about building a culture of excellence. By investing in Kelsey Mitchell and paving the way for future stars like Caitlin Clark, the Fever are sending a clear message to the league: they're here to win, and not just for one season. With high draft picks in play and a spotlight on Mitchell's
English hounding Clark. Step back 3. Down.
Picture this, Caitlin Clark on the court with a seasoned Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell still draining threes, and the team backed by the league's most advanced facility. Add a roster full of rising talent, and you've got the makings of a dynasty. The Fever are gearing up to take over the WNBA, and they're only getting started.
Out the front office, brought in a whole new front office, and now are renovating everything around the organization because they know they have a chance to be not just a prominent organization within the WNBA, but a prominent organization within sports.
The Indiana Fever are making moves that could totally reshape the WNBA. With their stars secured, a cutting-edge facility on the way, and the chance to land Caitlin Clark, this team has the potential to become unstoppable. What do you think? Could the Fever dominate the league in the coming...
Just for that too deadly from behind.
An 11-0 run for New York. Clark, another.
Fans are buzzing as the Indiana Fever continue to make major moves. With their new training facility, contract extensions, and key signings, it's clear the Fever are playing to win. But here's the kicker, they're not just making moves, they have the financial firepower to back it up. Thanks to their current...
This is going to be the best in class when it comes to a women's professional training facility. And not just the day that it opens, we're going to set this up and think about this as the best.
But it's not just about Indiana. The real question now is how other franchises will keep up. Teams like the Liberty and Aces have ruled the league recently, but their cap space is tight, and their rosters are already packed with stars on max deals. Meanwhile, Indiana has the resources and a smart strategy to build a deep, balanced team. They're not just relying on big names, they're focusing on chemistry and depth, too. Fans can sense it, this isn't just a rebuild, it's a revolution. The Fever aren't just looking to compete, they're setting themselves up to dominate. With the league evolving and the stakes getting higher, Indiana is making sure they're ahead of the curve. The real question now isn't if they'll challenge the top teams, it's how soon they'll take the throne.
9 of 13 shooting.
12 assists, Seattle.
Clark is the first of the game.
The Indiana Fever aren't just making moves for the present, they're playing the long game, and their strategy is crystal clear, total domination of the WNBA. This isn't about a one-time championship run, it's about building a dynasty that will reshape the league for years to come. And at the center of this master plan is the sharp leadership of head coach Stephanie White, who's already...
Fast break point.
Not three.
Around women's basketball, they understand what it has done and how.
Stephanie White brings a rare mix of experience, vision, and tactical brilliance to the Indiana Fever. She understands the modern game, knows how to maximize player potential, and, most importantly, how to build a culture of winning. Under her leadership, the Fever aren't just putting together a team, they're creating a lasting...
From all of the weight and conditioning equipment, obviously we'll have 2 full-size courts. It'll be available 24/7 for them to come and utilize it, but also just the best in recovery, the best in mental health, places for them to be able to also record content, podcasts, and other things that they may have to go off-site and waste time doing things like that, so they can really maximize their time spent focusing on their performance.
Part of playing the long game is building the infrastructure to support greatness. Indiana has invested in a $78 million, 108,000 square foot training facility that's sure to turn heads across the league. They might as well call it the House of Clark, especially with Caitlin Clark potentially coming on board. This megastructure, slated to open in 2027, isn't just a gym, it's
Possible future players. It is, we are in the midst of WNBA free agency about to come up. We're the place that you want to be. And if I was a player in the WNBA, I would probably want a part of that Fever as well.
The WNBA may have missed the chance to expand its commercial appeal through Caitlin Clark, but the Indiana Fever are all in, and right here in this city, Clark knows how much she's appreciated. The Fever aren't wasting any time capitalizing on the Caitlin Clark wave, combining visionary leadership with top-tier resources. Indiana is laying the foundation for sustained dominance.
More than anything, we want to continue to be exactly what they are, a fun, fast-paced, up-tempo style of play. They're sharing the basketball, making teammates better, building quality depth. I always said this as a coach the last 2 years, but with this team as well, it's a long season. And next season, 44 games. We want to get a quality rotation. We want to put the best players who play well together on the floor in a consistent rotation.
Make no mistake, this is a team on a mission. The Fever aren't just looking to compete, they're preparing to dominate. With a visionary coach, smart management, and the best training facility in the league, that future is looking closer than ever. The real question is, can the rest of the WNBA keep up? The Fever are rising, and they're not slowing down.